Good YouTube? What's good? What's good, everybody? Let's see. We're gonna be reacting to a YouTube video, Eli Manning's. Let me put this down a little bit, cause for some reason I can still get copyrighted. I'm just gonna put it at level 3, volume 3. We're gonna be reacting to Eli Manning's tribute. This was his last game. So yeah. I mean, to sum up Eli Manning's career, Eli Manning was a warrior. He never let anything faze them. He was, cool, calm, collective. If he made a mistake, he'll just, shrug his shoulders like he always does and go back and, make, a spectacular play. I remember at the Jets preseason, he was gushing blood, and obviously he had to come out the game. I don't know if he came back in or not, but winning 2 Super Bowls, going on the road. I mean, it was to sight to see. I mean, at first when we drafted Eli, actually when we traded for Eli, like he wanted all the smoke. And then they're showing the Super Bowl play right there. He escapes like 4 sacks. He escapes out of it and he just throws it down the field. And David Tyree actually ran the wrong route. He admitted it on a podcast. They asked him, "How did you know that?" Or like, "Did you actually run the road? Did you actually run the right route?" He said, "No. I was supposed to run a go, and I ran a post route, because he was supposed to go down the field like a in and go route, and then he actually did a post route. So he just saw Eli Manning was about to get sacked, so he did a give up on the play, and then he just went right in the middle with Harrison, and he held on to that ball for dear life. That was the defining moment of Super Bowl 42. That one catch was iconic. And then that one extra play, Brandon Jacobs picking up the block, that was key, but nobody ever figures that out or points that out. And then he lobs it to Burris, and then the defense took care of the rest. But Eli Manning was a very good quarterback. Yeah, he never delivered in the regular season, but when you needed him most in the clutch, he always delivered. He always delivered. Oh yeah, that catch to Mario Manningham. See, that catch was nasty. I don't know how he fit that ball in that tiny spot. And then Bradshaw was just trying to, Eli Manning's telling him like, go down, don't score, don't score. And he tried to, but his momentum put him in the end zone. But we still won though. So we beat not Eli, we beat Tom Brady twice. The only 3 people to do it was Nick Foles and Tom Brady 2 times. I mean, Eli Manning 2 times. I mean, Tom Brady had to lose at some point. But the fact that Eli Manning won, he needed to get out of his brother's shadow. Can he win a Super Bowl on his own? We all know that he was Eli Manning's brother, but So yeah, just a very good quarterback, man, and he deserves to be in the Hall of Fame. Whether it's this year, next year, the year after that, he deserves it. I mean, there's a lot of players in the NFL that I can tell you right off the rip that shouldn't be in the Hall of Fame, but they already are. Antonio Gonzalez, he shouldn't be in the Hall of Fame. He never won jack crap. Even though he played for the Chiefs, and then after that he went to Atlanta. Kurt Warner is another one. Brett Favre is another one. So if you're gonna put those guys in and not put Eli Manning should be first ballot, second ballot Hall of Fame, second first ballot Hall of Fame. It don't really matter where you put him. When it's game time, he delivers. He's like Goku in the fourth quarter. He just goes to Super Saiyan God, and he just you know like he's 9-1 in postseason record. 9-1, that's his postseason record. That only interception was because of Steve Smith. He didn't corral the ball, or he didn't hold the ball. When the ball went to him, it slipped out of his hands and went to the defender. That's the only that's the only interception Eli Manning threw, but it wasn't really his fault. Steve Smith should have caught that ball, but we still wind up winning that game in the Super Bowl, I should say. But Eli Manning is 9-1 in the Super Bowl. Well, heading to the Super Bowl. Um, but yeah, man, Eli Manning had a great career. I think he went 42-42, if I'm not mistaken. Um, but yeah, very good quarterback. Now we have Daniel Jones. Oh, brother. But this is not a rant on Daniel Jones. Just saying he's never gonna be Eli. A lot of people want him to be Eli, but he's not going to. They're just two totally different quarterbacks. They both got two different personalities. But Daniel Jones has to win at least two Super Bowls. Either because if he wins one Super Bowl and he just takes a dip the next following year, then we're gonna have to be looking for a new quarterback. But if he can win two, then he'll tie Eli and Phil Simms for most quarterback for most Super Bowls, and that will put us at six Super Bowls because we already have four. So if he wins two more, we'll have six Super Bowls. So, but I don't think the Giants are going to win the Super Bowl this year. I said what I had to say. I'm not going to go back and say what I said. I meant what I said, and I think they're going to take a step back this year. Just a little step back, not nothing too major. They will bounce back the next following year and win the Super Bowl, just like how they did in 2011, right? Or 2010. Look at that 2010 season, right? Everybody was back. Nobody left free agency. I think the only person that left was Steve Smith. He went to the Eagles. And then after that, we obviously, we still have Victor Cruz on the roster. So, the next following year, we gave Victor Cruz a chance. And, we gave him a few chances. He fumbled the ball the first few times, or the first two times. And then after that, that Eagles game was where he blossomed, where he did that little move and, made like two Eagles defender ran into each other and he just took off. We went 10-6 that year, and the next following year we went 9-7 and won the Super Bowl. Even though we had to win our last two games to get in, so we had to beat the Jets and the Cowboys, I believe, because we lost to the Redskins. that game. That game we lost to the Redskins, so we had to win our last remaining two games, and then after that, the rest was history. But yeah, Eli Manning's gonna have not Eli. Daniel Jones is gonna have to win a Super Bowl. It may not be two. It could be one. I'm not saying for him to win. I'm not saying